Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and this is for Anything But a Card Challenge Block, challenge number 41. And the theme for November is anything goes. You can do whatever you want as long as it's not a card. And I did a journal page. This is the journal page that I did at the crafting place for the art journaling class that Dee Dee taught a couple weeks ago in October. And we got to play with the Distress Stains and Distress Stain spray. I never got to play with the sprays, so that was fun, and I do like them. Just wish they didn't cost so much. But anyway, we took a couple colors. I took Salted Ocean and Distress Stain and picked Raspberry, surprise, surprise, Distress Stain spray, and we put them on the craft mat, and then we sprayed some water on top of the Distress Stains, and then we laid our watercolor paper on top of that, lifting it off and then drying it, and then laying it on top of the stains again. Like, we did that process 3 or 4 times until we were happy with the results. And this was mine. And I've done this technique with the spraying on the craft mat with the water and then laying paper on top of it with Dylusions. And Dylusions has different properties than the Distress Stains, so you can't really mix the two things, the Dylusions and the Distress Stain sprays, because you get different results. The results aren't good. Somebody tried it at the class. So once we were finished with that, we were given a couple doilies, some die cuts on white cardstock and book paper and canvas. And we took the book paper and the canvas and sprayed them with coffee spray. And we dried that. That took a while to dry. And then once everything was dried, we glued them on the bottom of the watercolor paper. We did leave some off hanging, so we cut that off and we put it, somewhere else. That was another part of the lesson, was using die cuts. And then we did doodle around the sides and the top of the page. But when I came home, I cut the watercolor paper to fit my journal. And this is the Prima journal. And this page had black watercolor on it, so I had to do it to the other side, which is a white side. You can see right there. So I wanted to match that when I got home, which I did. And so once I got home, I trimmed it up. I had to redoodle the top part, because once I trimmed it up, that part was gone. I knew better, and I did it. Anyway, so I taped it into the journal with Miracle Tape, both sides, and then when we were there, Dee Dee had a bunch of Viva Las Vegas stamp images to use for our page, and I chose her, because I really like her. I even stamped her a second time to use on another project. And then I mounted her on these mounting tabs from Ace Hardware. My dad had gotten these for something, and he asked if I wanted to use them. I said sure. So that's that one. And then Sentiment, on Dee Dee's page for the class, she did a song lyric. And, I don't have my computer. Well, I have a laptop, but that's in my parents' apartment. But we're still waiting for a house. So I luckily had some sentiments from Ginger House Studios that I printed off, and this was one of them. And I just, trimmed it, and also, again, I used the mounting tabs for it. I didn't feel like gluing it down to the page. It says, "Dear Math, I'm not a therapist, solve your own problems." And I called her done. So that's my page. I hope you like it, and be sure to go to Anything But a Card Challenge Block to see what the other designers are doing and play along. Also, be sure to go to my blog so you can see close-up pictures of my page, and thanks for watching.